Mr. Speaker, I rise for a point of personal privilege.
Delegate has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for this morning participating in a press conference along with Chairman Jones. Chairman Jones, thank you. I know Chairman Yancey contributed greatly to this. We rolled out a plan, a thorough plan, to reform and invest in Metro. Reform and invest. Efficient Metro is vital part not only of Northern Virginia economy, but the economy of the Commonwealth. Mr. Speaker, this morning's transportation meeting, we worked with many delegates on both sides of the aisle, the delegate from Arlington, Delegate Sullivan, and presented a clear alternative to what we see moving as opposed to the Senate. Our colleagues in the Senate, I appreciate where they're trying to go, but they are throwing more money at a troubled system without really addressing the core problems that are crippling the Metro system. From a revenue point of view, they've even included so many taxes, including an Uber tax, that I think will be highly problematic. Now, we can go back and forth about whether it's lack of funding, poor management, labor costs, pension costs, Mr. Speaker, but Metro's problems are many, and they've only gotten worse over the years. We continue to hear from some advocates, we just need to increase funding. More money will fix everything here. That is a dangerous approach to overhauling a system in serious need now of an overhaul. Mr. Speaker, the plan laid out this morning recognizes the need for additional investment in Metro. There's over $105 million. But it also makes sure that the reforms that have been promised so many times will come forth this time. See, what we're going to do is step up to the plate and invest. But WMATA has to, is going to, and must initiate reforms in a meaningful, serious step in the right direction. We will not allow this moment to pass. We will not allow a serious investment of taxpayer dollars to be squandered. We are seeing every day where the just more money attitude has gotten us. The plan we presented this morning, without requiring a tax increase, will invest over $100 million annually into Metro with the requirement that the reforms be made. And if the reforms are not met, the money will be withheld. If WMATA and the other jurisdictions want to take the additional investment seriously, we must see action in our myriad of reforms, from safety to operations to labor and pensions. We want to see our Secretary of Transportation engage with the other jurisdictions in a serious conversation about overhauling a system so that it remains an economic development tool, but most importantly, an effective mode of transportation to tens of thousands of Virginians who use it every day. We want to ensure that our ongoing dialogue, Mr. Speaker, we've established a reform commission that will be a conduit for the members of this body and the general manager of WMATA so that we can be provided benchmarks and updates about the progress being made. Mr. Speaker, what our plan simply says is we recognize the need, but additional investment will go hand in hand with significant and meaningful reforms. I look forward to a continued bipartisan discussion on how we can do our part to protect Metro and ensure that it's an efficient system for the riders and continues to be an economic driver for our Commonwealth. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, I hope that everyone will recognize that today we simply got out of the gate. We will have future discussions with everyone here, everyone interested here, who wants to be involved, and I'm confident that when we leave in March, we will have a package that provides for an economically sound, a fiscally responsible, a safe, and a reformed Metro. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.